I'm Chad O'Connor, a career educator who is seeking a team of adults who truly believe that young people can take agency over their own learning. I've been a classroom teacher for the last 11 years, and I'm dissatisfied with the way that we do school. I've been called an agent of change who's looking to transform our youth into independent learners, where they don't need constant adult intervention, especially in high school.
I've just reminded my students for the second time that they can talk and hang out and be social.
Greetings, all my fellow educators. This is Chad O'Connor, not Charles, with our first screencast tutorial where I'm flipping the classroom and putting the learning into your hands. I believe that academics should only serve young people to help them in personal growth. It should not be the other way around. And we certainly should not be selling the idea that colleges and universities exist to help us discover our dreams. My uniqueness comes through, first of all, in my belief that learning is messy and chaotic at times, especially in the initial stages. So I really give my young people in my classrooms a lot of room to explore, and I believe there's no silly questions, there's no silly answers even, and sometimes their greatest ideas are the ones that they have the least faith in. And all it takes is a little bit of building that. So I employ restorative practices, especially when it comes to community building and kind of repairing relationships within the classroom before I try to bring in intervention from outside. And that's just something that I've learned to do at the first school I worked at, and it really worked well, And the number one belief in that is the adults in the school have to model whatever they believe is important that young people should be learning. And when it comes to social emotional learning, there's a lot of adults in education who echo ideas of it, but very rarely do they bring it into practice with their staff in their school. So that's something we have to do. If it's important for learning, then adults do it too. Otherwise, it's just not true. Greetings, all my lovely students. This is Mr. O'Connor with probably our first screencast tutorial where I'm flipping the classroom and putting the learning into your hands. I tailored the curriculum in my classroom to the specific audience that happens to be in a course for a year or for a quarter or for a semester. That's why I don't use textbooks, and that's why I very rarely use any other resources that are out there other than to help supplement the ideas I already have. I go through a creative process when I design this curriculum, and I have fun doing it, and I share it with the students whenever possible. I let them know, this is the first time I'm doing this unit. I've never made this project before. Please let me know when I make a mistake, and you're the beneficiaries. Attending high school, I teach American history, and this has been a year where we're starting gamification, competency-based learning. I model my own learning so that they can see it's a process, and making mistakes is the fun part, and sharing those mistakes is where we learn. Building and maintaining relationships is a real thing, and it's not only just part of our own personal contentment in our own lives, but it's also partly of I tell the students every year, my classroom is one of the safest spaces besides maybe my bedroom. States have access to the American ideals? Is it a yes or no question? Again, my name is Chad O'Connor, a career educator and ultimately an alternative education specialist who really seeks to engage young people on their own terms and motivate them to take agency over their own lives.